Right now, Mount Horeb Area School District shares new information about yesterday's deadly incident outside the middle school. You can show support for the community.
Also, it is day 4 of protests at UW-Madison as student organizers and campus leaders again discuss divestment demands. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. We're learning more information tonight about a deadly incident yesterday outside Mount Horeb Middle School where an armed student was shot and killed by law enforcement. It led to a district-wide lockdown extending hours into the night before students and parents were finally reunited. School in Mount Horeb was canceled today for the entire district after yesterday's traumatic events in what is a very tight-knit community.
And tonight we have team coverage from Mount Horeb. Maddie Heimsch joins us first with updates and a message from the superintendent. Maddie?
Yeah, of course, in a situation like this one, everyone is really just looking for answers. I got on the phone this morning with who we believe to be the parents of the alleged shooter, both of whom had no comment, but of course, we're always here to listen. I've been here at the district all day, and here's a little bit of what I've learned from the community. I spoke with a couple of 8th grade students. They said they were eating lunch in the middle school when they heard the shots fired. They could see their classmate out the window. They recognized that alleged shooter. I talked with the mom of a middle school girl who was roller skating in gym class. She said the students fled from the gym outside of the school on their skates before taking them off to run to a nearby business. And as we discover more information, the Mount Horeb Superintendent, Dr. Steve Salerno, is asking community members to please reserve their judgments when it comes to the family and friends of that alleged shooter. Take a listen to what he had to say.
I will say this, though, it's not lost on any of us that we've lost a beautiful soul in our district. And there's a family that's hurting right now. And nobody wants this for their child.
Right now, yesterday's events are under investigation with the Wisconsin Department of Justice, but we're continuing to listen to those community members telling us their stories. I'll be back throughout the evening with what we know, as well as Catherine Merck, who's on the scene here too. For now, reporting live in Mount Horeb, I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Maddie, thank you. As the Mount Horeb community comes together, the Area Chamber of Commerce has ways for businesses and residents, all of us, to publicly show support with the hashtag Mount Horeb Strong. Businesses are invited to download the Mount Horeb Strong poster and just put it in their windows or on bulletin boards. There are also Mount Horeb Strong yard signs for residents that can be picked up at the Chamber, Miller's grocery store, and other area businesses. There are other ways the Chamber of Commerce says you can support the Mount Horeb community. We've listed all of them online. Look for that story on channel3000.com. Some members of the Mount Horeb community attended a special meeting this afternoon where they could learn more about some of the resources that are available to them.
Catherine Merck was there with the message that was shared. Catherine?
Eric and Susan, as a lot of parents and families come together to talk about what happened, they're telling me how traumatic it was for their students. They're saying that it's difficult for them to think about returning back to school, remembering the violence that occurred just right outside of its front doors. Right now at the high school, currently community members are gathering. There's resources being shared for those who need mental health support. There's also therapy dogs giving support to the students as well. The director of the Office of School Safety for the Department of Justice shared a little bit about why it was important to have this meeting tonight.
In the aftermath of exposure to a traumatic event like happened here in Mount Horeb yesterday, we need to provide interventions, and that starts with social support. So this is a universal opportunity for the community to gather, for the children and the staff and the first responders to feel the support and the cohesion of this unique community.
Mount Horeb police are telling people to be cautious about what they share as police are looking to get more information confirmed about exactly what happened, but they are encouraging people to come together and hold each other tight, honestly, as they prepare to return back to school tomorrow. Make sure to stick with us for the latest updates on that. Reporting live in Mount Horeb, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
All right, Catherine, thank you. Some wet and stormy weather today across southern Wisconsin. It will continue for the rest of the night.
Fortunately, any severe weather looks to be staying south of the Wisconsin-Illinois border. Let's check in on your first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Hey, Susan there, and I'm out on the patio for good news here real quick. I'm feeling really good with my post-surgery. I can get out here in the patio, so it's good to be back out here. And it's also nice to be on the patio to point out part of the reason why those storms are staying down towards the south. It's cloudy, and we were mentioning that those clouds would keep those showers and thunderstorms at bay, or at least from revving back up and getting too feisty this evening. Nothing on radar 3000. You got to go way down to central Illinois to get more storms. Future track bringing a couple more storms as we head towards the 8, 9, 10 o'clock hour. These are likely going to be more of the garden variety storms. That threat of severe weather, as Susan was saying, has been greatly pushed to the south and east, maybe clipping Janesville and Beloit. One or two of those storms could get a little bit on the feisty side. It's an isolated threat. That threat is decreasing, mostly near Illinois, and as I mentioned, gusty winds and small hail would be the threats if we can get a storm to pop up. So alert day conditions on the decrease and focused really on this evening across southern Wisconsin. As we plan the rest of your evening, showers, as we mentioned, as we head towards 8 and 10 o'clock. But I got a really, really nice weekend forecast that I can't wait to share with you. We'll talk about that in a couple of minutes.
All right, Alex, thank you. A relationship with a subordinate is what led to the February resignation of UW-Madison Police Chief Kristen Roman. The relationship was revealed during an investigation that was triggered by a different employee's complaint about Chief Roman, during which investigators were told that Chief Roman and another employee spent the majority of days in each other's offices with the doors closed, and that Roman advocated for a pay raise for that employee. The investigation uncovered text messages that indicated a romantic relationship. The unnamed employee resigned and didn't sit for an interview with investigators, but did agree to answer written questions. We have more details about the investigation and Roman's resignation in our story linked at channel3000.com. It has now been 4 days of protesters, students camping out on the UW-Madison Library Mall in protest of the war in Gaza. This whole week, they've been asking to sit down with campus leaders, and this morning, they finally got their meeting.
Our Braden Ross is live on Library Mall this afternoon with the latest updates on what came out of that meeting. Braden, what can you tell us?
Yeah, top university officials and protesters finally got the chance to sit down together today. Now, while they tell me that nothing actually concrete came out of that meeting, it did make some of them optimistic.
Students, faculty, and administration in the room agreed to another meeting within the next 24 hours, and the chancellor guaranteed that there would be no police action from now until that meeting.
For days, pro-Palestinian protesters have camped out on Library Mall, rain or shine.
I'm encouraged to hear that the chancellor is finally going to actually talk to us rather than simply threatening us and intimidating us.
And after a meeting with UW Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin and other campus officials Thursday morning, they say they'll be allowed to stay for at least another night.
Students and faculty began by condemning the police brutality used on students and faculty shared their own experiences with police inflicting violence on them.
One of those faculty members, Samer Alatut, was bleeding from his forehead as he was taken away by police Wednesday morning.
That was difficult. That was difficult because we should have had conversations, like the students should have had conversations with the administration since Monday, right? But that didn't happen.
But he says while Wednesday's police action disappointed him, it didn't stop protesters and UW leaders from having a productive conversation.
It was a hard meeting, hard in the sense that everybody was honest, everybody said their mind, and there are, of course, differences of opinion about what should or could happen.
Organizers say campus administrators agreed to meet with them again in the next 24 hours. Alatut says he's optimistic about that next step. Now, we are still waiting to hear when that next meeting will occur. I just talked to one of the protest organizers here, and he told me they still don't have that scheduled, but expected within the 24 hours after 7 a.m. or 8:30 a.m. this morning. So we'll see what happens after that and what happens with these protesters after those 24 hours are up as well. We will keep you updated on that as we get more information. For now, reporting live on Library Mall, Braden Ross, News 3 Now.
Braden, thank you. Students at UW-Stevens Point are showing their support for Palestinians with a peace movement on campus. It's not an encampment. Students have been out from 9 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock each night with similar requests for their campus administration as other universities to cut ties with Israeli businesses. They're asking people to just talk to them and listen to what they have to say.
Students should be able to express their beliefs, and many of these campuses celebrate their history of protest, and it seems like that they're proud of all protests except for the one currently going on.
The students do not have a set plan at the moment if their needs are not met.
A partnership starting next year between Beloit College and Edgewood College will help graduate more registered nurses. Beloit School of Health Sciences and the Henry Priedelin School of Nursing at Edgewood will launch a dual degree program in May of 2025. It'll be housed on the Beloit campus, and the goal of the partnership is to create more registered nurses holding bachelor's degrees. Current Beloit College students who meet GPA and prerequisite requirements may apply for admission to the program. More stories still ahead at 5, including a live report once again from the pro-Palestinian encampment on the UW-Madison campus.
Plus, President Biden with strong words regarding protests as violence breaks out at similar encampments at other universities across the U.S.
A day of strong gains on Wall Street. The Dow jumping more than 322 points. The NASDAQ adds 235, and the S&P was up almost 46. We'll be right back.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
Last year, our daughter blessed our family with this cute little nugget. We're supposed to leave our next generation better off. But because Washington politicians have spent our money recklessly, he starts out owing hundreds of $1,000s of debt. It's wrong. The spending needs to stop. Unlike career politicians who drive us deeper into debt, I'll fight for him and for your children to have a better future. I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
We're out of chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your home renewal with 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
We wanted to be able to enjoy all 4 seasons, and patio enclosures helped us make that dream come true.
The one and only patio enclosures.
Broadway at Overture Center. See the best of Broadway. Subscribe at overture.org.
Hi, I'm Fiona Rataj with the League of Women Voters of Dane County. Here are 3 things to know. Make sure you are registered to vote at your current address. You can check or register at myvote.wi.gov. If you do not have a Wisconsin driver's license or state ID, you can register to vote with your municipal clerk by completing the registration form on MyVote. Absentee ballots must be requested.
3 things to know, part of News 3 Now's 3 Cares Community Impact.
Spas. The Swim Spa Hot Tub and Sauna Show is coming this weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison. Rows and rows of spas, hot tubs, and swim spas. The largest display in the state. Save up to 60% on all in-stock models. This weekend only at the arena at the Alliant Energy Center in Madison.
An armed student was shot and killed outside Mount Horeb Middle School. News 3 Now brings you the latest on the investigation, and we are reaching out to the community in Mount Horeb. Here are the most important resources for those affected tonight at 6.
You have a consumer issue and you keep getting the runaround. Need help?
It's call for action to help me. Nobody else did.
Contact our team by phone or on channel3000.com. Call for action only on News 3 Now, moving forward for you. You're watching News 3 Now at 5, moving forward.
Turning again to the UW-Madison campus, protesters remain at their encampment after meeting this morning with university officials.
Among the people on campus have been state lawmakers, and they spoke to our political reporter, Will Keneally, who has more from campus. Will?
Yeah, these pro-Palestinian protests have been a significant issue among liberals and Democrats, especially among those who have been pushing the Biden administration to strengthen his stance in the Israel-Hamas war. Now, as we see these protests take a stronger hold here in Wisconsin, one of the Democratic lawmakers I spoke to at the encampment here says he's been working with university officials both here and in Milwaukee.
Yeah, so it's interesting. I think both of the chancellors have really made a big deal out of letting us know that they have the authority under state law to make arrests here. Yes, they do, right? But that same law that allows them to make arrests here in an encampment also allows them to make arrests for picnics in this same space.
Now, Representative Clancy there also told me he spoke to the governor's office and says that there is no immediate plans, of course, to send in the National Guard, which the governor can do. And we'll have more throughout the night here from the encampment here on UW-Madison. And reporting from UW-Madison, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Will, thank you. President Biden addressing the ongoing protests nationwide earlier today. And while things have remained relatively calm at UW-Madison, that has not been the case at other universities. Police in Los Angeles say flashbangs were used to clear a pro-Palestinian encampment at UCLA. And on Tuesday night, NYPD officers in riot gear cleared a campus building at Columbia that had been taken over by protesters. Today, the president saying it is not a peaceful protest when vandalism and violence occurs.
Destroying property is not a peaceful protest. It's against the law. Vandalism, trespassing, breaking windows, shutting down campuses, forcing the cancellation of classes and graduations. None of this is a peaceful protest.
President Biden also emphasized there is no place for hate speech or violence, including anti-Semitism, Islamophobia, or discrimination against Arab Americans and Palestinian Americans. Time for a look now at your first warned forecast. Here's Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Alex?
Yeah, good evening there, Eric, Susan, and folks. We were tracking alert day conditions for the past couple of days, but we've been saying also for the past couple of days we needed the right ingredients to get in place, and those ingredients really haven't come together here for widespread showers and thunderstorms. One lone storm way south, if you look right at the bottom of my screen there, down towards Chicago. We will see a couple of scattered showers and thunderstorms popping up here according to our future track model across southern Wisconsin, but they're few and far between, with that better chance down towards Janesville and Beloit, maybe another isolated storm or two as we head towards 11 o'clock just west of Madison. The reasons why this didn't occur, well, we had the clouds and the showers today, and that holds down on what we call the instability, the fuel for thunderstorms. But still on and off showers and maybe a thunderstorm this evening, not out of the question. If you want a dry Friday, a nice end to the week, you got it in the forecast, and mild temperatures sticking around all the way through the 7 to 10 day forecast. We'll look at those temperatures in a couple of moments. That severe weather threat is very, very low tonight, confined mostly to the near Illinois border communities, Janesville, Beloit. If we can get one or two of those storms to pop up, gusty winds and small hail would be the main threat from that. Again, alert day conditions decreasing as a recap here, and isolated is key in our wording. That marginal risk that was across all of southern Wisconsin yesterday, we said it could drop to the south if those ingredients didn't come together, and that has been pushed way to the south down towards Janesville and Beloit. Temperatures warm near Janesville. They're on the warmer side of this weather system. Cool over portions of southwestern Wisconsin, or I should say cooler, in the upper 60s. Clouds have been hanging on all day for much of southern Wisconsin, and again, that limits the warmth, the heat, the humidity, the fuel that you need for showers and storms. We got 72 in McFarland, but contrast that to 68 degrees to the northwest in Sauk City. Planning the rest of your evening, cloudy, 65 at 8 p.m., 65 at 10 o'clock, a couple showers again popping up through the rest of your evening. Let's fast forward here. Let's get to Friday, starting off in the upper 40s to right around 50 degrees, climbing into the low 70s by the time we get to this time at the 5 o'clock show. I'll be here. It'll be a nice day on your Friday. Beautiful way to end the work week. And if you want nice weather, a shower or two on your Saturday. Not expecting it to be a washout, 71 for a high. And then we'll do 70 for a high on your Sunday. Sunny and very mild, the better of the 2 days. But Saturday's not that bad either. Going out further out into the 10-day forecast, said temperatures would stay in the 60s to the lower 70s, 50s at night, or 40s at the coolest. The next day we're keeping an eye on storm-wise would be Tuesday. Might have to be looking at some alert day possibilities on Tuesday, but we'll be keeping an eye on that. Time for a little bit of traffic eastbound on 12s, 50 to 60 miles per hour, so going at a decent speed for what you'd expect at 517 on a Thursday evening. 70 mile per hour speeds down towards Janesville, and I suspect, and I'm correct, up towards the Dells, par for course, 60s to right around 70. Nice evening out there again. Could see a pop-up shower storm where you might need the windshield wipers this evening. Susan, Eric?
All right, Alex, thank you. Still ahead tonight with summer approaching, there are a lot of opportunities to get outside. We'll take a closer look at why spending time outdoors has a positive impact on our health.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Jeep Grand Cherokee and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Remove water quickly with the Barracuda half-horsepower cast iron sump pump. Be prepared for spring flooding and keep your basement dry. Get it for $124.49 after rebate. Protect your cars, trucks, and more with Shelter Logic carports. This 10x20 auto shelter is made with UV-treated fabric and a heavy-duty steel frame. Get yours today for $299.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
This famous wood fence from the show Home Improvement had to have boards replaced 13 times in only 9 years. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are all backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. This month, save $1,000 on your project. Visit the website or call the number for your new fence today.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this Mother's Day. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will get free shipping.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Kelly needs new floors.
I need new floors.
So she went to the flooring experts at LL Flooring, and it was as easy as 1, 2, 3, floor. Nice one, Kelly. LL Flooring, every step covered.
We agreed we need a new bathtub and shower, but I think he's procrastinating.
Just call 1-800-HANSONS. Installed in as little as 1 day with a no-leak guarantee. Get 50% off installation or no interest, no payments for 2 full years. Offer ends soon.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Jeep Grand Cherokee and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells. Your odds are better here.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
Well, something about being out in nature always seems to leave us feeling better. Why does it feel so good to get outdoors?
Kirsten Mitchell found the health benefits are both mental and physical.
In the land of 10,000 lakes, nature is calling, and our bodies are listening.
You can smell, feel, you use all your senses out here, and it just makes you feel more alive.
Why does it feel good to be outside?
Man, the outdoors have so many amazing benefits for us.
mHealth Fairview pediatrician Dr. Vanessa Slott says there are both physical and mental benefits to being outdoors.
There are a lot of studies that show being in nature, even if it's just sitting under a tree for a few minutes every day, lowers our stress, which then in turn can really lower blood pressure and heart rate and those stress hormones like cortisol.
I'm relieving stress. You know, I'm getting away from everything. That's the best part.
Dr. Slott says there's a natural calming effect created by breathing in fresh air and focusing on the sounds and sights around you. It's even proven to help people suffering from anxiety and depression.
There's studies that are ongoing looking at how that could potentially help in people who have ADHD. It has shown to improve our memory even.
Enjoying exercise lends to a more active life.
We're going to benefit more and work out harder and play harder if we're outside.
And I figure if we keep coming here and walking, she's going to live longer and I'm going to live longer.
Kirsten Mitchell, CBS News, Minneapolis.
There's more evidence that a friend can give a boost to your health as well. New research published in Management Science found going to the gym with a friend increased visits by 35%, even with the added hassle of coordinating schedules. Researchers say a gym buddy helps create accountability. It can also make working out more social and enjoyable.
The CDC has shared new data that shows U.S. maternal mortality rates are down, but disparities remain among certain groups. In 2021, the maternal death rate stood at 32.9%. That's 32.9 per 100,000 live births. Sorry about that. In 2022, that dropped to 22.3 deaths per 100,000 live births. The decrease was associated with a drop in COVID infections. Despite the recent decline, the maternal death rate for Black women in 2022 was still higher than for any other group. Doctors added that a lack of adequate access to maternal health care plays a role in those disparities. Stay with us. Alex has a final check of your First Warn forecast when we come back.
We love Jones breakfast sausage so much, we just have to share it with our kids.
We get ours in the bigger Jones resealable bag.
But Jenny's got a microwave in her dorm.
I do, and Jones always reminds me of home.
Breakfast better with Jones.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Why choose between that new deck you've been wanting and that vacation you've been dreaming about? Get both. A deck that outlasts wood 3-to-1 and up to a 7-day vacation on one of the top cruise lines or at one of our hundreds of resorts with no blackout date restrictions. Call now or visit the website for your new deck today.
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today. For 7 generations, our sausage recipe has remained the same. You can see it in our labels, smell it as you cook it, and taste it in every bite. Breakfast better with Jones.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, parts of the U.S. are bracing for a massive bug invasion. What you need to know about the cicadas set to emerge by the billions within weeks. That and more headlines tonight on the CBS Evening News.
A wealthy Harry Potter superfan is about to spend some big bucks for a piece of wizarding history. The original cover art for the first edition of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone is hitting the auction block soon. It's expected to set an auction record for a Harry Potter item. The cover was used for several translated versions of the book, but it was not used for the U.S. edition of the book, which had the title of the Sorcerer's Stone instead of the Philosopher's Stone. Sotheby's first auctioned the original cover more than 20 years ago now, and at that time, it went for $106,000. Well, this time, it's expected to fetch up to $600,000. Alex is back once again. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah, we've been tracking thunderstorms all week, really, and the potential for alert day conditions. The good news is, as we were mentioning last night and the past couple of days, the clouds, the showers that we had this morning, that kind of ate up that energy that we need for more robust, for that severe weather activity to be more widespread. So a couple scattered showers, maybe a couple thunderstorms, not out of the question as we go through this evening, but the severe weather threat is diminishing rapidly across the area. Mostly areas near Illinois, closer to where that warm front sets up, where they have had that energy build up today. Gusty winds and small hail would be the main threats if we can get 1 or 2 of those storms to form. And I'll be here in case one of those storms gets on the feisty side. We'll keep people safe if that is the case. But again, not looking widespread, not looking like a big severe weather night. The 10-day forecast showing on and off shower chances, really mild, Mark and Susan and folks. The next chance for stronger storms right now would probably be Tuesday. We might have alert day conditions then.
All right, Alex. Old habits die hard.
You did it again. You called it Mark.
Oh, gosh.
Gary, it's okay. Don't worry.
Eric.
We'll see you in a half hour at 6, folks. CBS Evening News is next.